What's up guys, in this video I'm going to show you that how you can integrate Stripe payment gateway into your React.js application. So you have to follow the steps which I will be showing you in this video. So before continuing with this video, if you are new on this channel, then please subscribe this channel and also like this video. So let's get started. So as you know that Stripe is already providing some pre-built checkout. So that means we have the code and we need to download and implement into our system, and then we have already done all the things with few changes. So you mean that this means that you have no need to do some extra efforts because you will be getting the ready-made code that you have to use. So currently on my screen you can see that this is the checkout page. So this type of page we will be getting at the end. So let me close this tab and let me open this in the new tab, and you have to search here Stripe checkout integration builder. All right, so once you are searching this one, then you will be getting some results, and you should click on pre-built checkout page. So this will be redirecting to the Stripe documentation where you will be having all the relevant code and the steps which you have to follow. So all the things would be explained regarding the code. So here you can see that on the top we have the technologies to select. For now we are interested to use the React.js, and for handling server-side code I am using PHP code, and in the previous video I used HTML and PHP, and in this video I'm using React.js and PHP. So I will be making videos on other technologies as well, but for now let's see with this one. So on the right hand side you can see that we have important files, create-checkout-session.php. so in this file we have the server-side code, and app.js, this is the file in which we have the code regarding the checkout which we will be showing, checkout button. So first of all you have to download this one. You can download by clicking on this button, or maybe you have the option to download project on the right hand side. So let's click on download project on the right hand side. So once you will be clicking that one, then you will be getting a zip file. So let me host this zip file onto my server. So I have the C drive, then you have to click on XAMPP, and then you have htdocs, and inside of htdocs you will be having, for example, this one Stripe folder, and inside the Stripe folder I am going to create a new folder that is React demo. All right, and inside of this folder I am going to paste the downloaded file. So in the downloads we have this stripe-checkout-simple. So let me cut this one from here, and I am going to paste inside this folder. All right, then you have to right click and extract the file, and here you will be getting all the relevant code which we have required for this project. And let me delete this file again, which is zip file. And then after you have to do one more thing, which is, wait a minute, let me close this tab. And one more thing is that we have needed a PHP library, backend library, Stripe PHP library, that we have to install into our system. So there are two ways, which are like using the Composer, but in this video we are not going to use Composer. We are going to download the library directly from the GitHub. So you have to click on this GitHub, and then click on this link from GitHub, and you will be redirected to one of the Git repository of the Stripe, and here you have to download that library. So click on code drop down, and here we have download zip. So once you are clicking on that, then you will be getting this specific file, and let's open that one. And this one is down in the downloads. We have stripe-php-master. I'm going to cut this one from here, and let's paste it inside of this React-demo which we have just created. And then you have to extract that file as well. So from inside of this zip file you will be getting stripe-php-master. All right, so this is the folder in which all the relevant code for handling the backend of this specific demo. So let me delete this zip file again, and now you will see that we have to open the code editor. I have Visual Studio Code Editor, so whatever editor you have, you should open that and open the project open this specific folder, React demo. All right, so let me open this code editor, and then after I will be opening that specific folder into this, and then we will be continuing with that. So let me close these things from here, and then let me open that folder. Click on file and then open folder, and then let's select one of the projects. So we have the Stripe, and inside of Stripe we have React-demo. So let me open this one. So once you are opening this folder, then you will be getting all the relevant files open here, which we have onto this folder. All right, so all those files would be reflecting here. So here what you have to do here is like we have to open the terminal. So click on terminal, then click on new terminal, or maybe if you have command prompt, so you have to go to CMD, and there you can run the command by opening that directory. So we are inside the React-demo, and I'm going to run one command here. So what's the command actually? We have to run npm install. So this is the command which is helping us to install all those modules of Node. So make sure that you have already installed npm package into your system, and we have this package.json, and inside of it we have libraries which we have included. So according to this JSON file, the modules would be downloaded. I mean npm modules would be downloaded. So we have to wait for a while until this is loading, this is downloaded completely, and then after we will be continuing with the other parts. So we are getting this error, which is unexpected end of JSON input while parsing near. So sometimes you will get this error, otherwise maybe your code would be executed successfully, I mean installed successfully. But if you are getting this error, then you have a command which is npm cache clean -- force. So you have to clean the cache. So let me press enter key, and once you are cleaning this cache, then this error would be fixed. So you have to run this command, and this will be helping you to I mean resolve all those issues, and then after you have to run the command of npm install. So this npm cache clean force executed. Now we are going to run the command npm install again. So press enter key by writing npm install. So now you can see that everything is installed, and because of which on the left hand side you will be getting this folder which is node_modules, and inside of this folder you will have all those relevant packages which we are interested to install by using the command npm install. All right, so this was the first thing that we have to do, and then after we have to modify few things. So first of all, let's go to create-checkout-session, and inside of it we have to mention your domain. All right, so why we are using this specific URL? Because when the payment would be succeeded, then we have to redirect our user to one of the success page or failure page. All right, and for that let me create one more folder here, one more file here. So for example, success.html, and inside of this I am writing some code. So success, and then let me add here one heading, and let me add here the message payment succeeded. All right, let me save this one, and then let's close this one. And here you have to mention the path. So as you know that we have localhost, and inside of localhost we have to find out this one htdocs. Inside of htdocs we have Stripe, then React-demo. So in the same way we have to write here Stripe, then React-demo. All right, so this is the path which we have to mention here, and automatically this will be helping us to redirect the user to the success page. And here we have to write success.html. All right, and then after we have to add here the forward slash as well. So let's save these changes. And the next thing is that we have to click on app.js, and inside of app.js we have to change one URL, and that URL is this one, which is fetch create checkout dash session.php. So actually this is the backend file, so which would be fetched, and for that we have to mention the URL. So the actual URL is this one, the folder in which we have this file. So let's copy this one, and then after let me paste it over here. So now you can see that the complete path of this file is http localhost stripe react-demo create-checkout-session.php. all right, so now this is done. And one more thing is that you have to add the Stripe publishable key over here and Stripe secret key on the server side, which is this one. And currently I have added the test keys. So when you are testing the code, then you have to mention the test keys, and then after when you are going to live, then you have to switch to the live mode and then copy and paste the secret key and publishable key. One more thing is that we are not using the composer. So they have already required, they have just imported the autoload.php, but for now we have another folder which is stripe-php-master. So inside of it we have all the required server-side libraries. So for that we have to write include, and inside the double quote we have to mention stripe-php-master, and inside of it we have init.php, and then semicolon. So let me show you where it is. So you have to save these changes, and inside of this stripe-php-master we have this file, wait a minute, yeah, this one, init.php. so inside of init.php all the important files are included which are there inside the inside of this library. All right, so now we are done with everything, and now we are interested to run this code from the terminal. All right, so what you will have to do is you have to open this terminal, and then you have to write here npm start, and need to press enter key. So now you can see that we have this localhost 3000 and checkout, and here we will be clicking on checkout, and this will be redirecting us to the checkout page. And now you can see that checkout page is loading, and here you can see that we have this specific form. What we will be doing here is we have to use the test card details. So you have to scroll a bit down, and down below they have already given us some test card details. So let's copy those card details from the documentation, and then let's try how it is working. So I have just scroll it down, and down below you will be having this payment succeed and payment require authentication. So let me copy this this one. I have copied this, and then you have to mention the email ID. So for example, I'm writing here an email ID and then pasting that card number, and then inside of this expiry date I'm going to write any future date. Then we have to add card number. So since this is test, that's why it is like this. Then click on pay. So this will be redirecting us to one of the pop-up. So this is helping us to so this pop-up is just showing us that we can authenticate by 3D authentication like OTP, one-time password and all. So once you are accepting this one, then it will be redirecting you to the success page which we have created. So now you can see that we have payment succeeded. So that means we end up with the integration successfully. So let's go again here, and here you can see that we have a proxy error. So basically this is a simple type of error. There is no need to worry about. We have actually localhost 4242, so you should replace 4242 with 3000 because our port number is 3000 right now. So then save it and that error would be removed automatically. All right, so you can change this currency, unit amount, and product data and all. So according to your need, you can make it dynamic. So this is really simple. So I have just helped you to create a demo, and this was useful because at the initial stage, if you are not finding any solution, then you must have some clue to identify that how you can make it successful. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you are thinking this was useful for you, then like this video and also subscribe this channel. So see you in the next video.